Maximizers, welcome to my life. If this is your first time watching me, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer. Here she come already. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kern. See now my mother got me forgetting what I'm supposed to say. I said I'm supposed to say my name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a business coach. And I help women grow profitable businesses that they love. I help women take the ideas from their brains and turn it into the business of their dreams. I help women use social media to make consistent money in their business. I have been um in business since 2018. My business started as just a YouTube channel. I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, and how to save money. In 2020, my clients started asking me, hey, how can I make more money? Can you help us start a side hustle? I started helping women with their side hustles in 2020. And since then, I fell in love with teaching women how to grow and start their businesses. I have a little bit of a superpower in helping women start businesses from scratch and then grow their businesses on social media. I've helped over 30 women with their businesses. I just did some data with my Biz Bestie. I was looking at some data today. We were at Starbucks working together, and I have served over 1,000 clients, period, as a coach since 2019. And I was just like, I was a little like taken aback that I've helped over 1,000 women with their money. Um, most of them I helped with couponing and budgeting, but I've helped over 30 women start and scale their business. And by the end of this year, I would love for that number to get closer to 100, where I help close to 100 women start and grow their businesses. So for today's live, I would love to know who's watching with me. I would love for you to let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from? And I would love to know if you have a business, what's your business? If you've been wanting to start a business, what kind of business have you been wanting to start? If you have a business already, let me know in the comments. I'll respond to every comment. I engage with my audience. I'm not someone who just talks and talks and ignores the comments. So if this is your first time watching me, let me know where you're watching from. I'm currently in Baltimore. I'm originally from Baltimore. I live in Florida, but I am in Baltimore for work with a client. I've been here for a little minute, and I will be here back and forth on and off. So let me know where you're watching from. And if you have a business, what's your business? Annabelle is here from North Carolina. Thanks, Annabelle, for joining. She's here on TikTok. I am live on all of my platforms: TikTok, Instagram, um, Facebook, and 2 YouTube channels. I'm live on 2 YouTube channels right now. Happy International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day to you too. I literally forgot today was International Women's Day. But me and my biz bestie had a lunch date today and we worked together, which was so amazing for it to be International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day to all the ladies who are watching. So let me know where you're watching from, and let me know if you have a business, and if you don't have a business and you want to start a business, let me know. But for today's live, I want to talk about how I market my business on social media. Now, I'm also going to say this. On Sunday, I have 2 huge announcements I'm making. I'm sharing 2 big announcements, and I'm very excited. Every 2 years, I feel like my business refreshes and I make updates and I make massive changes like every 2 years. And I'm right on par for my 2 year changes. So if you've been rocking with me for a while, you may be able to guesstimate what my big announcements are. But I have 2 big announcements. One is like a structural announcement for me, and the second is a social media announcement for business owners who use social media. So if you are a business owner that uses social media, you want more help with social media, you have questions about using social media for your business, you do not want to miss my announcement. So mark your calendars for this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and time does go forward. I'm devastated that time goes forward tomorrow. I don't even know how to act, but time does go forward. So Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be making my big announcement. Make sure you are here if you want to know. Again, there's one structural business change that I'm making that I'm going to share. And then there's one thing that I'm going to be having if you are a business owner that uses social media for your business, or you've been wanting to use social media for your business. You do not want to miss this announcement. Halima says, I am Dia watching from Nigeria. I'm an email copywriter with a service-based provider as my business. I love that as a copywriter. So feel free to let me know where you're watching from and what your business is. So I want to talk about how I market my business on social media. I want to talk a little bit about and have an open chat about using social media for business. If you have any questions about using social media for your business, please drop them in the comments. If you have questions about how I navigate social media for my business, let me know in the comments. Is it Almaz is in the Bay Area, California. You're a licensed social worker. Thank you so much for joining. Do you have a business or are you still working in your 9 to 5? Oops, let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know. And thank y'all so much for watching. I'm so excited to have y'all. So I just want to talk about how I market my business using social media. I'm going to share with you some of the things that have allowed me to make multiple six figures online and have an audience of right at six figures across all platforms. Okay. So what I really want to talk about with using social media for my business is that social media is an amazing platform for your business. If we get the basics out the way, it's free and it's one of the easiest ways to reach your ideal client. Did I mention that it was free? Back in the 1900s, the 1980s, the 1970s, when you started a business, you had to put ads out in the newspaper, billboards, commercials, ads in the yellow pages. You had to pay special money to be in the white pages. Like, you had to spend so much money on advertising back then. Social media gives you the opportunity for free to reach your ideal client. It gives you the opportunity to reach your ideal client for free. Okay. So those two things are glaring reasons why you should be using social media. I get a lot of people who say, well, I don't use social media personally. Don't use it personally. Your friends and your family do not need to be connected with you on social media. Use social media for business. If you are a business owner and you are not using social media, you are putting yourself at a disadvantage, because this is a way where you can reach tens of thousands of people who are your ideal clients in one space. I'm sitting in my mother's living room right now with a blanket and shorts on, and I am able to reach my ideal clients. I don't have to do anything extra. I don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars. I can reach my ideal clients literally from the comfort of my home, on my laptop, and on my phone. Okay. So those are the two glaring reasons why you should be using social media for your business. Okay. I have a natural hair oil business. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Halima says, do you market your business on social media using cold outreach or ads or just using free content? That's a great question. So let's talk about that for a second. When I started my business, I literally started as just a YouTube channel. So I have my first YouTube channel, Krista Maximizer, that focuses on couponing and budgeting. And I've built that now to over 40,000 subscribers. And I did it all organically. So since 2019, when I started making revenue in my business, I have probably spent less than $500 on ads. I have made over $300,000 online, and literally 99% of it came from organic marketing. I cannot tell you that I had a direct ROI on any of the ads that I had. I have used social media organically. Now, what does that mean? That means that I focus, number one, on building my audience. So when you are using social media for your business and you're not relying on ads, because a lot of us, when we start our businesses, it's in addition to our 9 to 5, meaning we don't have tens of thousands of dollars to put into ads. The ad costs now are expensive and they may not give you the ROI that you are looking for. So I suggest organic. And the way to go organic is to build your audience first. You cannot sell to an empty room. You cannot start a new Instagram, a new TikTok, a new Facebook page, a YouTube channel, and on day one say, buy my lip gloss, buy my hair oil, buy my coaching program, sign up for my one-on-one. You cannot do that because you're speaking to no one. And going viral cannot be the goal focus of your business, because if you are relying on going viral, something you can't control, you're going to make $0.00 real quick. Okay. So my first tip for you when using social media for your business, hey D, is to build an audience. And when you're building an audience, you want to create connection content. And a lot of my new clients are like, well, Crystal, what's connection content? Connection content is content that attracts your ideal client by you inspiring them, by you motivating them, and by you educating them. So inspire, motivate, and educate. You are connecting with the person who needs what you are selling most. So for me, my ideal client is the millennial woman who has a 9 to 5, who started a business, and she's ready to be consistent in her business. She's ready for her business to go, and within the next year or two to be making what she's making at her 9 to 5 or more, so that she can set herself up to quit. That's my ideal client. That is the woman that I desire to help. So the content that I'm creating is going to inspire, motivate, and educate her in all the areas that she needs so that she can work with me and reach those goals. So when you are building your audience, you want to create content. And content is the media that you're creating on your social media to attract the ideal client that you want to sell to. Let's just say you came up with a brand new type of doctors, right? Doctors, diapers. I'm trying to say diapers. You came up with a brand new formula for diapers, right? Your ideal client is going to be women in the childbearing ages. Your ideal client is going to be anyone who's buying diapers for babies, daycares, hospitals, and everyday families are going to be your target market. So you're going to be sharing educational content on why your diapers are better than the diapers that we have on the market, why your diapers help your babies not get diaper rash, right? Why your diapers don't have harmful chemicals. You're going to be educated. You're going to be motivating moms to try something new because of its health benefits, right? So you want to be creating connection content to relate, inspire, and educate and motivate your ideal client. That's how you build your audience. Because before you can sell to them, you have to gather around all the people who need what you have. So, my very first tip for you when it comes to marketing your business on social media is to focus on connecting with your ideal client and building an audience. So, when I started my YouTube channel in 2018, that is what I did, and I didn't know that I was doing it. I just posted videos and I taught people how to coupon. I wasn't selling anything. I wasn't asking for anything. I was just sharing all my tips and tricks and techniques that I had learned to build an audience. And I built my audience fairly fast in the YouTube world. It happened a lot faster than most YouTube channels are built. And back to Halima's questions, there was no ads, there was no cold outreach. It was just me posting content and making sure my videos were titled and SEO searchable. So when people typed in couponing or saving money, my videos came up to them and YouTube suggested my videos. So building your audience is crucial to you using social media for your business. Even before you're ready to sell, you can start educating your audience. You can start sharing your story. And connection content really is the what and the why of your industry, the what and the why of your business, and your story of how you got here, and your story of how you plan to help your ideal client. Excuse me. So you really want to focus on building your audience. Thus, you don't have to do cold outreach. Now, Halima, if I'm being 1,000% honest with you, I don't think I've ever done cold outreach in my business. When I've done anything quote unquote cold, it's always from people who've engaged with me, someone who's bought something from me, someone who's liked something, commented, responded to a story. And I wouldn't consider that cold because they were already in my world and they were already engaging. But I have never seen someone with their business, watch some of their videos, and slid in their DMs like, hey, Halima, I saw you talking about copywriting. I would love to coach you. I've never done that. I've never reached out to someone cold and asked to be their coach. I only reach out to people who are already in my audience. And how are they already in my audience? Because I built my audience through connection content. So I hope that makes sense. Hi, Faceless Go Getter. Thank you so much for joining. So, my first tip for you is to make sure that you are building an audience on social media. Okay. That's my first tip for you. So, second, For me, because we're talking about how I market my business on social media, video content is king. Now, a lot of businesses have a lot of different ways that they show up on social media with content and what they post and how they post. And each platform has a little bit of a different criteria. OG Instagram was all about the pictures, it was all about the post, right? But for me personally, video content got me to where I am. Okay. So video content allowed me to grow an audience of like what, 40,000 on my first YouTube channel. I have about 50,000 on TikTok. I have like 8,000 on Instagram, and I'm building a new YouTube channel that just hit 500 subscribers. So I'm very excited for that. I started a brand new business YouTube channel, right? Video content has built my social media audience. So in my opinion, as new business owners, it is better for you, or more beneficial, I'll say. It's more beneficial to have more video content in the beginning. People need to know you, like you, and trust you to buy from you. And I'm going to know you, like you, and trust you better when I can hear your voice, when I can hear your inflection, when I can hear your story. There is nothing wrong with stagnant posts. There's nothing wrong with carousels. I'm not saying that those pieces of content are quote unquote bad. I am just saying, in my experience, it has been more beneficial with video. It's been more beneficial when you're talking about your product. So, for instance, I got this good old Fenty lip gloss right here, and I actually really do like this lip gloss. As the consumer, would you like to hear me talk about the scent of this lip gloss? Would you like to hear me show you the swatch of it? Because that's literally what I have on my lips right now. You would like me to tell you about the applicator, right? You would like me to tell you about the packaging. I can tell you so much in a 60-second video about this lip gloss versus a picture that says new Fenty cream gloss, buy it. Just put a number 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Because I feel like now that Rihanna built Fenty, she can post a stagnant picture. We can see just a picture of a new product and inquire. But if Rihanna woke up with her new foundation, she didn't just post pictures when she started her beauty line. She had people showing us videos of the different shades of foundation. They were pumping the foundations on. They were putting it on with a brush. They were putting it on with a sponge. They were showing us how it worked with water. I mean, they were showing us videos of the products so that we could understand and see how they work. So video gives your ideal client better insight to your product or your service. It helps them know you, like you, and trust you so that in the future they can buy from you. Okay. Oh, Halima, I'm glad that the content was helpful. And yes, this will be recorded on my YouTube channel. So video content allows your audience to connect with you more than just a stagnant picture. And if I can get on my soapbox for a second, it really bothers me when new business owners who, just started their business, they just started posting. I'm so excited for them. And the only content that's on their page is like their product or their service and some music. But they're not telling me more about it. If you're starting a new lip gloss line, I want to know why your lip gloss is better for me to buy than to go to CVS and just buy a lip gloss. Or why should I buy your $20 lip gloss instead of the Fenty lip gloss that I have been using? I've been using this for probably like 3 or 4 months now, right? I want you to tell me the benefits. I want you to show me a comparison. And sometimes a stagnant picture cannot give you that. It's the difference between texting somebody and having a conversation. Text works, right? You can get your point across. But when we talk to each other and have a conversation, nothing beats a conversation. And even the next level, nothing beats an in-person interaction. Because if we do text, conversation on the phone, conversation in person, nothing beats that. So when you're thinking about using social media to market your business, a picture is good, but a video takes you great to the next level. Someone being able to meet you in person at a farmer's market or at an in-person event, a pop-up, 10 times better. Because then they can touch the product and they can try it themselves. They can learn about it straight from the horse's mouth in person, in the flesh. So when you are thinking about putting your best foot forward as a brand new person on social media, a brand new person in this industry, I really want you to think about, how can I incorporate as much video as possible where I'm sharing to my ideal client the what and the why of what I'm selling so that they can get a clear picture to make the buying decision of, like, you know what? I'm deciding to buy from her. Okay. So when I was marketing my business on social media, I literally did all video. If you look at my content, it's pretty much all video. Not saying I've never done a stagnant post. I've done community posts on YouTube and such, but 90% of my content is all video. Okay. My next tip for you for marketing on social media is to engage with your audience. Engage with the people who are engaging with you. If someone comments, like in your first 1 to 2 years, if someone comments, respond to the comment. Respond to every single comment. I respond to all of my YouTube comments. The only platform I don't respond to every comment is on TikTok, because sometimes it gets a little crazy. And TikTok doesn't always notify you when you get a new comment on a post. But when I first started on TikTok and I had 6 videos and people were commenting, I'm responding to every single comment. On YouTube, I've responded to every comment. Instagram, Facebook, engage with your audience. Okay. If someone DMs you, respond. We are not too big to respond. Okay. If people with 50,000 followers on Instagram can respond to your DMs, you with 2,000 followers can respond to your DMs. And no one's saying to give anything away for free or waste all of your time in your DMs. But if someone takes the time out of their day and you are building up your audience and you're building up your brand awareness, respond to them. Engage with them. If someone is commenting on your stories every day or sending you likes or responding to your posts, tell them thank you. Ask them a question, get to know them, because your audience is going to become your buyers, which means they're going to become your customers or your clients. So it only helps you to engage with your audience. Do not leave that engagement piece out. Be responsive. Respond to your emails. Okay? Engagement matters. I feel like in the beginning of my YouTube career, I grew because I was very engaging. I responded to every comment. In these lives, I respond. I answer questions about the industry. I answer questions about the what and the why. And my audience loved that because no one else in my industry was doing that. There's still a lot of business coaches who are not actively getting on social media and just opening up the floor to answer a lot of questions. Often, they may do it every once in a while, but they're not showing up every single week to answer questions for free. Right? Some of them don't, and that is their prerogative. But when you are just starting, when you are just building your audience on social media, engage. Engage, engage, engage. What questions do you have about using social media for your business? I have another tip, but Halima says, what made you choose YouTube to market your business other than other social medias? And how did you get so confident on camera? Okay. First things first, I'll say, I've always been this confident when it comes to public speaking. The camera, I'm not camera shy at all. I am someone who has the gift of the gab. I am someone who's been talking since I could talk. My mother would always tell me to shut up and go in my room because I was talking too much. I've always talked a lot. Talking has never been something that I shied away from. I've never not talked in my life. So I cannot remember a time where I was afraid to talk for any reason. So that's on my side. I'm a technical extrovert, so I'm also not afraid to talk to people. So I became confident on camera just because in my natural personality, this is me. You see me in public, you see me out in these streets, I'm just as talkative. Now, what made me choose YouTube? So if I think back to 2018, Crystal, I chose YouTube on a whim for a couple of different reasons. Number one, I did not know this now, right? So in 2018, I didn't know a lot of the things I'm about to share with you. But I started a new YouTube channel in 2023. And these are the things that I took into consideration. Number one, YouTube back then was the only platform that paid you for posting on their platform. So YouTube pays you when you have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time within one calendar year or 365 days. And they put ads on your videos. When people watch your ads, you make money from YouTube. So my first reason for choosing YouTube in 2018 was I was thinking within a year, I can start making money from people watching the ads on my videos. So that was a plus to me because I had a 9 to 5 back then. What I didn't know in 2018 that I know now is that YouTube is the long form content social media, meaning YouTube was made for 10, 20, 30-minute videos, movies. There's whole movies on YouTube. YouTube was made for long form content. What does that mean? That means that you build a deep know, like, and trust factor with your audience. Meaning, if someone watches half of a 20-minute video, they just spent 10 minutes with me. If someone watches half of a 2-minute TikTok, they spent 1 minute with me. So I would have to post 10 2-minute TikToks to get the same amount of energy as one 20-minute YouTube video. So in 2018, I was selfishly thinking about getting paid from YouTube, not even realizing that my audience was spending so much more time with me. So in 2023, last year, when I decided to go full-time as a business coach versus a money-saving coach, I wanted to build a new platform that was just for women who wanted to start and grow their businesses. And I decided on YouTube because the fact that I could get paid from it as another stream of income, the fact that it's a long form content. And I feel like the SEO, that's number 3, the search engine optimization on YouTube is still better than all the other platforms because Google owns YouTube. So when your videos are optimized, when people do a Google search, you get websites and you get YouTube videos. So when people are searching, yes, TikToks and Instagrams will come up, but Google's going to push their platform content first and then everyone else. Okay. So in 2023, when I wanted to create a new platform, a new place to build an audience of women who just want help starting and growing their business, I chose a new YouTube channel. With that same caveat, YouTube is the hardest of all platforms, in my opinion. As someone who's built 40,000 subscribers on YouTube and 50,000 subscribers on TikTok, I still have more followers, on TikTok. Instagram, I've had a Facebook group, I have a Facebook page, I've on all the social media, the main ones, right? YouTube is the hardest. YouTube requires the most work. YouTube requires the most setup. YouTube requires the most post-production. YouTube is the most work intensive. But the reward on YouTube is higher. I've made over $30,000 on YouTube since 2019 just from AdSense and me being paid directly. I made a few $100s on Instagram. I did a paid collaboration with TikTok. So I've made a little over 2,000 from TikTok, but that paid collaboration was 1,700 of that 2,000 that I've made on TikTok. So in comparison, the amount of money that you make directly from the platform, YouTube is top tier. Search engine optimization wise, I'm going to be YouTube and then TikTok for me because people are searching on TikTok and Instagram now, but Instagram shows you like the most recent stuff, whereas TikTok and YouTube will show you videos that are older as long as they are categorized correctly. So I think if I was starting over today and someone asked me which platform to start with, depending on your business, I would say YouTube is a very viable option when it comes to building an audience on a place and marketing your business on a place. I also suggest when you are using social media for your business to pick one platform to start with and focus on one platform for at least the first year. In my first year, I focused on YouTube. Now, I still had Instagram and I still had a Facebook business page, but I did not post any new content. All of my content that I created was made for YouTube. And I would go to Instagram and say, hey, I just made a video on couponing at CVS. Go watch it on YouTube. And that's what I did on Instagram and Facebook. It wasn't until 2020 that I started to create new content for Instagram and for TikTok. So one platform and focus on it. Um, YouTube is high investment, but it does yield a high reward. Versus Instagram and TikTok are a lot easier to get started with. You don't have to put as much time into your videos, but you may not get the same return. And you may start to get a lot of views on TikTok. But views don't always equal money. You can have a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers, and still be absolutely broke and not making any money. So it's all about being consistent on whatever platform works best for you. YouTube's my favorite, but your favorite may be TikTok. And if your favorite is TikTok, focus on how can I make TikTok work for me? How can I make this platform work for me and my business? And that should be your core focus when it comes to marketing your business on social media. Okay? Any other questions? Those were great questions. Any other questions? Actually, I think I went through all of my tips. Any other questions? If you don't have any questions, two things. Join me on Sunday for my big announcement. I have two announcements, a structural announcement, and then if you're a business owner and you use social media, you don't want to miss this announcement. It's happening Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. It's Build a Business with KRYS. You can subscribe, and I'll be live over there on Sunday. I'll be live everywhere, but I'll be live over there on Sunday specifically. You can even put a reminder in right now because the live is already scheduled, and I'm going to be sharing all of the details of these two big announcements that I'm going to be announcing on Sunday. And I'm very excited for these announcements. Very excited. Are there any other questions about using social media to market your business? Whoops. Any other questions about using social media to market your business? Any questions? Whoops. Any questions? Any questions? Don't be shy. I should also be live again tomorrow. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to send me a DM over on TikTok or Instagram at Chris the Maximizer. It's KRYS the Maximizer. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. Okay? I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. I am about to go and do some work right now. So thank y'all so much for joining me. I hope to see y'all on Sunday when I have the big announcement. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.